This is a quick video to help you set up Google Cast. We're going to look at it from the teacher's perspective. So you'll need your Chrome browser open. You'll also need to decide which computer you're going to use for your students to broadcast to. So typically in your classroom, that would be on your CART computer that is attached to your projector. So once you're signed into that computer, open your Chrome browser. Make sure if you're on that computer that you are signed into Chrome. I'm on a Chromebook, so it doesn't look exactly the same, but on a Windows machine, in the upper right corner, you should see your name. And if you click on your name, it should be your GISD email address, which signifies your GISD Google account. So once that's done, you're going to look across your row of extensions, and you may have to come all the way over to the three dots where the extra room is. You're looking for this green square with the white radio waves. And if you hover over that, it will say Google Cast for Education. This is important because the teacher is using a different extension from that of the students. So I'm going to click on that, bring up this gray screen, and the first thing it allows me to do is name the receiver. So I'm going to just name the receiver something that I can recognize and my students can recognize that this is my computer in my broadcast session. I'm going to leave those checked. And everything looks right, so I'm going to save that. The next option will be for me to invite my students to broadcast to this session. And you can do this several ways. If you only want one person or one small group of people, it might be time friendly to invite by typing in each individual email address. However, if you are inviting an entire class of students to broadcast their work to your projected screen, when you click on this box, it's going to give you a chance to choose a Google Classroom. That's why it's doubly important to activate your Google Classrooms when they are auto-created for you. I'm going to choose this one that I've used for a demonstration. And once I've chosen that classroom, the options for access are that teachers can present, students can request. The other option is that anyone can present. I advise you to choose teachers can present, students can request. That way a student can't just project to your screen at will, and you have some control over what's on the screen, whose turn it is, those kinds of things. Once those decisions are made, you'll click the Add button, and you have everything to check over one more time, and you can close this screen. And you can full screen yours. A couple of things to check here are that it's your email address at the bottom. The name of this session should show in the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm going to move over to a student machine and show you what happens when the student requests to broadcast. And in a different video, we'll talk about the instructions that you'll need to give your students. So if you'll watch the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, this student has requested to broadcast to my screen. I'm going to accept that student's request. And now what you're looking at is actually the student's screen and not the teacher's screen. So you can actually see the student's cursor working. You can see, let's say that the student is going to share this About Me work, and I may have chosen the wrong broadcast access. But that's what it's going to look like when a student requests to broadcast to your screen. I'm going to close that on the student side, and it will bring you back to your session. And you should be able to invite or accept the broadcast of several students, not all at one time, of course, but one at a time. They'll be able to display their work in a projected way in your classroom. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call the help desk at extension 4125.